we're going to be learn how to draw energy from planets. The universe is too big, so big when we talk about the universe, okay? But the universe have star more than the same like our cells, the DNA, the electron. That's a lot. So the Tao said the closest thing to us is the Earth. The Earth and the Earth, the Moon, and the planet, and the Sun. Okay. So we say a small our solar system compared to the universe is very small. So the sun, the fire, the star, and the moon is a reflection of the sun. We call a yin sun. The yin, the reflection. We said the reflection. And the Tao very emphasize in using the reflection energy. Now our skull also the skull is very special in connecting into the different planet and star. So a simple one we said blue, or we call Kan on the back, and Li like fire in the front, and Zhen in the right hand side green, and Hui white in the left. And the yellow more closer to the front, we call the Saturn planet. And we already do last 2 days a lot, so they follow the same pattern. So we're going to draw in the like the water and fire, or we call the kidney and the heart, and so the water we divide them a Mercury like a water planet. The Mars, like the Mars, red Mars, sun, star, also like fire, the fire planet. So you hold the picture of the planet, like we said, the Mercury, the Mercury, okay, and you smile. The whole simple key is smile to it. So you hold the image. It's not it not matter what direction they are. Because the planet are moving. In the olden time, the Tao Master, they actually spend time to figure out where the Mercury, where the Jupiter, where the Saturn are. So now you have many free program. So like I download a sky view, and if you hold it, and they will tell you what planet are get close to you, to us. Because the planet are moving, and every night a certain planet, or every month, a week, a certain planet get close to us. I think this month we have the one planet coming up very close to us. Okay, so so when we know the planet that close to us, you can either facing it or you just picture it. When I started with my master, and my master said, "Now I tell you very simple. The planet is in the space. The space is no limit, no timing, no limit. So if you hold the image of it and you smile to it and you feel the energy, that is." I said, "Oh, this is more simple for me." Now it's easier because we have picture. We have the picture of it. Okay, we have a picture of the Mercury look a little bit more red. No, sorry. The Mercury look a little bit more blue, and the Mars look a little more red. So you smile and you spiral from small to big. You smile, you spiral to it. It don't move. Okay, I will make it move later on. And okay. So now you spiral in the Mercury from small to big, down to the back of the head, and down to the kidney. And from the kidney, you spiral them into the collection point and the pakwa. And you smile to the Mars. So when you smile to the Mars, and you the whole key is the simple and the most important key is you smile. Now we finish the Mercury, we go to Mars. So the symbol is what you hold the image of the mud, and you smile to it, and suddenly you feel a connection. It's a connection. It's the real energy. And when you feel energy, you start spinning from small to big, clockwise spin. So you spin, and spin from small to big, and make a line down to the forehead of your head, forehead. And use from big to small. And from there, you spinning down to the heart center. The heart and heart center. And the power, the essence of the Mercury and Mars have a link to the kidney and the heart. The Tao very concerned about, the link, and you link them together and you program them. So when you draw them into the front pakwa, and you spiral, so you spinning into the front to the pakwa, and you draw them into the pakwa and feel them. And they become, when the pakwa feels them and spin so fast, and these forces become part of your energy, your force. The pakwa is an energy mandala that take energy, filter, refine, and put them together as one, fill them into one energy. Now, you have to understand, when people don't practice this, don't practice it, the heart energy is heart energy, the kidney energy, they have no involved with it. So when you take the negative and neutralize them, and now the energy more come together. And when you fuse them together, in the pakwa have the power to fuse them. That's the built for that. the pakwa are built to do that job. Yeah, that's all. Okay. So sometimes the Tao Master, when they put the pakwa, they program it. Okay, negative energy, refill them, and change them to good energy. So you can later on, when you have the Mars, you can add on the sun, the moon, and the star. Now, the liver, or we call Jupiter, the liver, the Jupiter, and the Venus okay, the lungs, they are one pair. So if you put your hand, the right hand in the skull have a connection to the Jupiter, the green one. The white one have connecting to the Venus. So the Jupiter have connection to the liver. And the lungs and the Venus have connection to the lungs. And when these two forces come together, they can fuse into one pair of energy. So you smiling, hold the image of the Jupiter. And smile, and you feel, oh, I make connection. Now you started to spin from small to big. So you spin from small to big. And when you feel you gather enough energy, bring them right down into the skull on the right side, green color. And down to the liver, to the collection point. And leave that for a moment. Now, the Venus, you're spinning. Smile. The whole key is smile first. Hold the image and smile. Smile and sending love from the heart and send out by the smile. It's a connection. So when I say smile, you always feel love, joy, happiness, sending your love and smile. And when you smile with loving energy, with love, joy, happy, you make connection. And when you spiral up to down to the skull, and down to the lungs, and to the collection point. And you draw them in, draw the green and the liver and the lung energy into the Phagwa. And let the Phagwa spin faster. Activate the Phagwa and it spin faster, and you feel all this energy together. So you have 4 energy now fused together. And now the next one is the Saturn. And it's all the image. Smile, a radiant out love to the mid eyebrow and the forehead, and red and smiling to the Saturn. When you feel you connect, you feel it. You feel that, oh, I feel it. You know, when when you send love and smile to the people and smile, you smile to a baby. Yeah, it's a child. It's simple. You look at the child. They don't know you. You look at the child. You smile to the child. You sending love to the child. And suddenly, the baby laugh and smile at you. You think that is that real? That when the baby smile and look at you and smile, is that real? The same thing like the planet, their energy. Heart plus mind plus the forehead, like antenna can send out the energy. So that is very important. Heart, smiling energy in the forehead and send it out. And you draw them into the skull on the left hand side, more to the front. And you draw them in, so you draw the liver and lung. So you see liver energy and lung and fill them into the pakwa. Or the spleen into the pakwa. This is energy. So all the scientific equipment can measure that all this planet energy, generate energy, all kind affecting us, affecting the earth.
I wonder if there's something going on with me and Pink today.
When you get it,
Baby, what day today
just
is?
connecting or draw them in and feel them. That's it.
It is a very powerful day to write down what you want to manifest.
So when you draw them, when you are aware so work pair by pair is good. Like the blue and red one pair, the kidney and the fire, the water and fire one pair, and the liver and lung is one pair, and the spleen by itself, and you just bring them into the pakwa and feel them, and bring them into the center, and you spin. The procedure is important. It doesn't mean if you have no procedure, you say, okay, smile to it and happen. No. You have to have a procedure. Just say one word, but I need so many books and so many hours to explain to you step by step. Okay? And you say, breathe in the universe so far. Oh, the universe is so big. It's so, we can't even understand or access the whole universe. So you see that when you start with the earth, the moon, the planets, the sun, and later we jump up into a bigger star, and there is a North Star and the three big stars, North Star and Big Dipper. And the Southern Cross. So all this energy is real because we can feel it, machine can measure it, and now human is very special, can take this energy and learn how to feel them and make this energy become part of us. Okay. Now, the reverse breathing and the embryonic breathing, you have to do it nearly every day until you feel the skull up. Every time you do the skull, mid eyebrow, forehead, back crown, back of the crown and back of the head is open. And they are light. We call primordial light. The primordial light, you need to use triangle to capture it. So in the Tao said 3 luminant. Mean the one that, so we said the left eye is the sun, connecting to the sun, representing the sun, and the right eye is moon, and the forehead is depending what you're working on, the forehead and the mid eyebrow, the forehead or the crown is the star. So when we don't combine them together in a triangle, we're going to combine them in the triangle. Now, the eye, left, right eye, just capture a normal light. When you roll your eye, left eye or right eye cross into the forehead. It form a triangle. We say a 3 luminant in the sky are combined. It capture primordial light. It's very important to know that. So when you cross the eye and focus in the middle here, it form a triangle. Now it capture primordial light. Like the crown. When your eye roll up, look up to the crown. And you bring, and the light will come into the triangle. The light. So the primordial light will come into the triangle, and you can capture it. If you let go the triangle cross eye, now the eye back to a normal eye again. It only see light, normal light. Okay, so it's a training to capture the light. So how many of you understand this part, and I'm gonna guide you through? How many of you think you understand that? So gathering the planet energy. Light is the same pattern as gathering the nature energy. Okay. So for those you not understand, we're gonna do every day from now on. 3 1 day. Don't worry, you're gonna get it. Okay. I guide you through, you experience it, I helping you, I help you and help you program it. Okay. So let's stand up a little bit, shake your leg and follow spiral your hip is very good.
Although, yeah, you can. That's
So when it's usually really very good, you cover the kidney and your middle finger touching on the door of life, and you feel it open. And reverse direction. Now, circum. When we sit too long, it suppress a lot on the circum. We call the pump, circum pump. Reverse the direction. Start with spinal breathing. All these things is so good. Do it often. Do it often. Inhale. Exhale. Now, another important part we call the diaphragm.
So will I write down about manifesting the shock?
So the Tao said, when the diaphragm, if you don't activate them in the right way, they just we call a muscle of life. So this diaphragm is so much involved with our life. When the diaphragm don't work, we die. Now they have machine to help you put in oxygen in, and some people can live on. But the Tao discovered that we have, when you learn how to activate them, you turn this life muscle into a spiritual muscle. A spiritual muscle means it will draw in more. When we talk about spiritual muscle, and it's too mysterious. But when we talk about the power, the force, and give a special name we call primordial light, primordial force, primordial sound. So the primordial force, a primordial light, like what we say, a holy light. And it turned into holy fire. And it's too holy. Very hard to do. But the Tao said, hey, primordial light is everywhere. Chi everywhere, force is everywhere, primordial light is everywhere. And the West used 48 billion to prove that. Light, it covered the whole universe, and the force covered the whole universe. But they're different forces. That we have to be especially to take them in. They don't go to the nose, they don't go to the eyes. So the nose take in the oxygen, we call life force. The eye see color actually is another power, another light that the brain can convert them into image. That is normal light, normal energy. Okay. So this breathing, you have to do it. Every level we will do it. And you. So when we activate the pubic diaphragm, it started to suck in the earth. We call the earth primordial. That earth store the primordial force in the earth. In the Tao, that means in the West way, and the Tao also talk about when the Big Bang happened, the primordial force and the primordial light bang together, and it creating a material. And they become material, the star. We have light and mass. So every star holds some kind of primordial force and light inside there. And our sun is one of small force, and it split into the planet and the earth. So the earth hold the primordial force inside it because it comes from the sun. The sun comes from the universe. And when you turn the diaphragm into a spiritual diaphragm, it activate and draw the primordial force from the earth to us. Okay. So if you understand, this is why we have to keep on doing it, because the more you do, the more you can get the energy. Okay? Abdominal breathing. Normal. I always do both. And I do more on the reverse breathing. So inhale, sucking in. Pubic diaphragm. Cranial. And now rest. Exhale. Suck the stomach in. pull the pelvic floor up, hold the breath, no breathing, and activate the diaphragm to move, no breathing, and it creating a suction in the pelvic floor, draw energy from the earth, creating a suction, draw the light come in. Now when you exhale, inhale, when you're very calm and relaxed, you feel your scalp and breathe. You feel it more feeling it can breathe. You feel your pelvic floor can breathe. Pelvic, we call yin, perineum, sexual energy. And bubble spring can breathe. Now, sexual energy attract, when you activate the sexual energy right, it attract the primordial force from the earth and the universe. Love. When you love and smile, you bring up to the mid eyebrow. It draw in the primordial light, primordial force, primordial light. Now, we start with spin. Spinning in the center. Activate the Phakwa, 4 Phakwa collection point organ senses. They're all linked together. They're all linked together. Now aware the back part of the scalp, connecting to the kidney, and blue color. Give them a color code, blue. Holding the image of the Mercury. Smile to it. Love, joy, happy come up to the forehead and radiate them out. And feel its connection, connecting to the Mercury. Hold the image of it. Hold the image of it. So I don't know, this one, the Mercury look like Earth, I think now. So it's Mercury, okay? And they have a sound. They have a sound for that. Oh. Sit there, but sit there. We have, okay. We have to, เดี๋ยวต้องมาทำนะ Okay. So I connect it and I will show you the, so you smile and you feel the connection and the kidney. Spiral. So you spiral from small to big into bring it from small to big. Smile to the space. And spiral from small to big. Make a line into the back of the head, blue. Big to small. and feel it spiral down to the kidney, down to the kidney. And down to the perineum. Within the perineum. Now, aware the front part of the brain. The color code is red color, connecting to the Mars, the sun, the moon, and the star. So hold the image of the Mars or the sun and spiral from small to big. Smile to it. Smiling it takes some time. You have love radiant out to the eye and forehead. Smiling with love is our most powerful attraction. The most powerful attraction. So expand out, spiral, gather the energy. And when you feel you connecting with energy, spiral, bring energy to your forehead. And down, spiral from the forehead down to the heart. And to the collection point. So spin very fast in the front part, spin. Tai Chi. Feel them draw the perineum and heart right into the front part. The planetary power, or we call the universal power, is real. So all the planet and us are much closer to the energy, are much closer to us, much relating to us. And when we let the fusion to refine them and feel them, and the fusion take these two forces, feel into closer to our energy. Now, on the right hand side, green, and the left hand side, white. Hold the image of the Jupiter. So see the Jupiter image and smile, sending loving smile, a loving smile to the Jupiter. When you feel, you smile and smile and smile with love, and the Jupiter respond to you. They have unlimited energy, unexhausted energy.
Oh, there's going to be so many lawsuits. It's going to be like the courts are going to be busy for years.
So you spiral from small to big.
Good for her.
Smile, mind just spin. The mind just spin. And feel the energy.
Oh, Libra elite happening.
Bring into the right side. Green color code. Green. And let bring it down and spiral them down to the liver. And to the collection point. You know, you have to come into this procedure. Now this energy become part of your energy. But when you just take them in, it's too raw. They need a link. They need a link. Now, on the right left hand side, look at the Venus. And the Venus. The Venus. Okay. And smiling, loving smile, with a loving smile. And send out from forehead. Look at it. And you feel you have a connection into the Venus. It's a training, and it's very simple, and you feel that. Okay. And when you spiral, and you feel the energy, you bring them down into the left side.
I'll go get some.
Spiral from big to small. And down into the lung, spiral. And down to the lung collection point on the left hand side under the rib cage. The same level with the navel. Now aware the left and right, green and white. Spinning, draw into the pakwa and pinning the pakwa.